Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm doing another Before It's Out video. Now, for those that don't know what Before It's Out is, basically it's a video series of pre-reviews of certain Transformers toys. And today we are taking a look at the Stunts set for Robots in Disguise, aka Menasor. Now, I have to say beforehand, this figure has not yet been released as of the recording of this video. I am basically doing this video based on the information that we know and based on the pictures that we can see. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the first limb of Menasor. That is Dragstrip, one of two characters that still remain on Menasor since Generation 1. Now, I will say this is different than the Generation 1 Dragstrip, where he was more of a F1 racer, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know much about cars. All I know is they look pretty, so there's that. But he looks more closer to that. This is more of the Viacon shape, which I think is now getting a little overdone at this point. It just seems like a lot of Transformers are using a certain aesthetic, which I do like, but I want to see something a little different than that. With that aside, I kind of like the look of the robot mode and what they're going for, but I'm not sure. I feel like it's a little too generic, you know? It feels like a lot of the other Transformers, it feels like just a generic character. They could have slapped any name on this guy. Didn't have to be specifically Dragstrip. The vehicle mode is alright, but I would like to see a little bit more paint. And again, for the robot mode, it just looks a little generic. Now, as far as Wildbreak is concerned, it's funny because I actually like the look of Wildbreak. This is not an original Stunticon, but I still think he looks kind of good. I like the orange on his chest. I think that looks very nice. The helmet itself looks pretty cool, and I like the blue. It's the same concerns with the alt mode. It just needs more paint. But as far as the robot mode is concerned, I like the idea of it, and I would love to see a warrior class version of this figure. And then we move on to, what's this? Slashmark, which I like the name of. Basically, he's like off-road to me. But I like that. I like the blue on his chest. The alt mode, again, needs more paint. But I like the fact that it's got blue on the top, so it's specific to him because there's another character in this lineup that looks exactly like him. As far as the robot mode is concerned, yeah, it's a little boxy, but I can pick out some of the detail, but I think it could have been done better. I mean, yes, it is a combiner, but they're simple combiners, so there's not much that you're really destroying or you're not sacrificing for this Transformer toy. But as far as the look and style of him, I kind of like it. And then we go on to Heatseeker, which seems to be Hasbro's favorite because we're getting a combiner figure of that in this team set. We are getting a Legion class and we're getting a one-step, and I would not be surprised if we got a warrior class version of Heatseeker. Anyways, with that said, this is more closer to off-road. He has a little bit more red. He even has the red mark on the side of the doors, which is pretty cool. But I think my favorite part about this figure has to be the head itself. He's got a little monocle, and I love that. I really, really like that. But it's the same thing as Slashmark. It's just kind of generic, but you know, I still kind of like it. I don't know. That might just be me. And then we move on to Motormaster, which I wish was better, and at the same time I really want to hate it, but I think they made some pretty interesting choices in the design and look of this, aesthetic-wise. It's not a perfect figure. They could have done so much better, but I think for what we've got, I can take a few good things from this. I like the shoulders, I like the head, I like the idea of the chest. I just wish that everything's separated a little better than this, because his head is just so low to his body. I like the idea of what the legs are doing. The main gripe that I have with the toy is the arms. I don't like the lower arms themselves. And then the alt mode is not great, but it's fine, I guess. I would like to see, again, a warrior class version of this, because I think that would do spectacular. And if they don't make one, I probably will have to make one myself out of cardboard. But anyways, with that said, I like the look of him. And then as far as Menasor is concerned for the combine mode, and I don't know if I kept calling Motormaster Menasor earlier, their names are so close it doesn't really matter. Anyways, as far as Menasor is concerned, I love the sword. It looks like he's got a little bit of thumb articulation, which is nice, but I wish he just looked bigger, you know? I like what they're doing with the torso, but you got this section right down here, right next to the abdomen, that I wish was more filled out. I like the idea of the legs of Heatseeker and Slashmark forming the kneecaps. I think that looks good. As far as the arms are concerned, yeah, they're a little generic, but I think they work. As far as the helmet for Menasor, it feels quite Transformers Prime and Robots in Disguise. It really fits into the style. But it's just, again, I don't think Menasor really works out as a torso. It just needs to bulk out a little bit more than what we've got here. I don't think it's that bad. I think that as far as a Menasor is concerned, I think he looks alright. And this is not a G1 version of Menasor, but it's got some cues to it, so I do like that. I just feel like they could have done better with a few things. A few little things. Yes, it's a simple toy, doesn't have a lot of articulation, but they could have done just at least a few things just to change its aesthetic, and I would have been, alright, maybe I'll get it. As far as right now, I don't see myself getting it. I mean, again, it's a Crash Combiner, or not a Crash Combiner, it's a Team Combiner set. It's gonna be expensive just for bricks that combine. I don't know, I'm not satisfied with it, but as far as this is concerned, there's things that I like about this, and I like the characters that are being involved with this. But again, I just don't see myself getting it. So what do you guys think? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I will see you guys next time.